to get the basics for our students. Here we are in a fight for the soul of public education. The question is, do we starve our public neighborhood schools so that they are cut and privatized? Or do we reinvest in our public neighborhood schools for our students and for a thriving city? We are here to say from the picket lines of Los Angeles that we choose reinvestment. Reinvest from the $2 billion LAUSD reserve. Reinvest from the over $140 million in new money from the state coming in right now. Investment banker Superintendent Austin Buettner was brought in by Eli Broad and the billionaires. He was brought in after Eli Broad bought the school board elections. We are here to say, Austin Buettner, do not hoard LAUSD's reserve in order to move your cuts and privatization agenda. Reinvest that money in our students, in class size reduction. Do we need class size reduction? Yeah. In more nurses. Do we need more nurses? Yeah. In counselors, in librarians, in early education, bilingual education, adult education, special education, and a fair wage for educators. Does that sound like common sense? Yeah. Let's be clear. Educators do not want to strike. We don't want to miss time with our students. We don't want to be locked out of our classrooms. We don't want to have less money for the car payment or less money for the school supplies that we always end up buying ourselves. Great teachers like Lali Chavez in the Valley told me it was devastating to close up her classroom on Friday, not knowing when she would be back, but she knew we had to do it to fight for the schools that our students deserve. But let's be equally clear. No one has a bird's eye view of the attack on public education the way educators do. No one sees the effects on students in LA the way that teachers do. And this attack on our schools comes from all levels. At the federal level, Title I for poor students and students of color and the IDEA for special education students have been chronically underfunded for decades. This affects our students in LA, am I right? Yes. At the state level, the richest state in the country is 43rd out of 50 among the states in per pupil funding. California should be leading, not languishing. This affects our students in Los Angeles. Am I right? Yes. At the state level, a charter school law from 25 years ago has been used by billionaires to make a charter school industry. $600 million per year drained from neighborhood schools by the unregulated growth of charters. A lack of transparency, and our most vulnerable students not served by many corporate charters. This affects our students in Los Angeles, am I right? Yes. Let's be clear. We are on strike about class size, nurses, counselors, charter co-location, fair wages, special education, and more. But in this moment, with this movement, we must also push for what is common sense policy outside of bargaining. We need an increase in state per pupil funding, right? Yes. We need to enact charter school transparency and accountability right now. Yes. We need to establish a charter school cap right now. Yes. We need to invest in proven improvement strategies like the community schools model right now. And we need to throw privatization schemes like Austin Buettner's reimagined plan into the trash can right now. I want to speak to the billionaires for a minute. We are not going the way of New Orleans, where you privatized and closed every single anything, billionaires. It belongs to the people of Los Angeles. I want to speak to our students for a minute, like the students here. Do we have students here? The next time someone tells you that you are the future, tell them to prove it to you by investing in you. Students, we are striking for you. Let's give it up for our students. I want to speak to our parents. Do we have parents here? We've been overwhelmed by the support we feel from you. Let's win in this moment for our kids' parents, and let's keep on building this movement for the future. And now I want to speak to UTLA members. Do we have UTLA members here? You UTLA members are fantastic. Feel your power. Feel your organized power. Feel your pride. Do you feel your pride right now? Yes. Teach with pride. Organize with pride. And until we get the district to reinvest in our kid, chant on that picket line with pride, strike with pride, and build this movement with pride. You are wonderful UTLA members. Parents, students, teachers, we together will win the fight for the soul of public education. Let's hear it for public neighborhood schools. I want to quickly, before I turn it over to Lily Eskelsen and Randy Weingarten, our national presidents, I want to acknowledge someone very important who's here walking the picket line, the UTLA endorsed candidate for School Board District 5, Jackie Goldberg. Let's hear it for Jackie Goldberg. So I want to hand it over. Are Lily and Randy here? Okay. I want to hand it over to Lily Eskelsen, the NEA president of the largest teachers union in the country. Lily Eskelsen.
Good morning, UTLA. All right. Good morning, UTLA. Are you in the house? Yes. Give me you're tired, you're poor, you're huddled masses, and you can have a faculty meeting in Los Angeles. Listen, I am here for one reason, and that is to tell you, on behalf of 3 million educators, members of the National Education Association, we are so freaking proud of you. You are here showing courage. You are standing strong for your professions and for your students. And there is no place I'd rather be than the sunshine of Los Angeles. And congratulating you. I was in West Virginia, Oklahoma, Arizona. And I will tell you, I saw courage. And I'm seeing courage here in California. You will let your voices be heard when you're trying to be silenced. This administration has not engaged in good faith bargaining, and you had no alternative than to do exactly what West Virginia did. You take it to the streets. That means you're taking it to the public, and the public is going to support you because you are fighting for the schools your students deserve. 3 million educators in this country stand with you. We are so proud of you, and we want to tell you that you will win. Porque la única lucha perdida es la lucha abandonada. The only fight you lose is the fight you give up, and you are not capable of giving up when it comes to your students. Look at the umbrellas as far as the eye can see. You are out here to make sure the public hears you in a way this administration would not hear you. And so, my colleagues, my friends, my brothers and sisters, you will go, you will fight, and you will win. Go fight, win, UTLA. Mil gracias, hermanos y hermanas.
Yep, go ahead. Okay. You're just going to have to press this button. Just press this
Okay, can you do it for me?
Yes, yes, I will do that for you.
Hi everyone, my name is Susan Phillips. And I run a program at Marshall High School called College Path LA. We work hand in hand with our one college counselor, Tricia Bryan, I hope she's here, and all the teachers to help students write their college essays, complete their FAFSAs, and practice for their SATs. All the things wealthy kids can afford through private college counselors. Volunteer after volunteer has told me how extraordinary our kids are, how resilient and courageous they are, how hard they work against so many odds of language and poverty. Many are the first in their families to go to college. This strike is fundamentally about equity. Equity for our students and for our teachers. How can we expect our students to compete fairly when they're in classes of 45? How can we expect our students to compete fairly when some don't even have a desk in the classroom? How can we expect our teachers to reach every child in their classroom no matter how hard they try or how many hours out of school they spend correcting essays? California is one of the wealthiest states in our country, yet we rank 48 out of 50 in student-to-teacher ratio. This is plain and simply unacceptable. I support this strike because the teachers are holding fast to their belief that every child is important, that every child deserves a quality education, no matter where they come from, no matter how much money their parents earn. We must win.
That's as loud as it goes. That's as loud as people. Please speak louder. Please speak louder.
Hey. Good morning, UTLA. I'm Eric Hines, president of the California Teachers Association. Going on strike is never an easy decision, but we saw it in West Virginia, we saw it in Kentucky, in Arizona, and Colorado. We saw it in North Carolina, and now we're seeing you here in Los Angeles. And we know why you're doing it. You're not doing it for the reasons others will tell you. You know, you're doing it for the students. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? For the students. That's right, you're doing this because of the community. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? And you're not doing it alone. Because this isn't an LA fight. This is a California fight. And the 25,000 California educators stand strongly behind you and with you on the line. And we will all be wearing our red for Ed and support you in any way we can. Thank you, and let's all do it for the students.
Yes, yes. Okay, so just speak really loud and hold out to your mouth.
Okay. My name, like this?
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Louder, louder.
Can you hear me now? Yeah. Can Austin Buettner hear me now? Yeah. If Austin Buettner can hear me, can we say we are LA? We are LA. I can't hear you. Can we say we are LA? We are LA. We are LA. We are LA. We are also the nation. The eyes of the nation are watching. My name is Randy Weingarten. I am the president of the AFT, and the eyes of the nation are watching, and educators and nurses and public employees all throughout the country have the backs of the educators and the students and the parents in LA. This is for one thing today, and everyone has said it. No educator wants to go on strike. Every educator I know wants to be teaching like I did in 11th and 12th grade social studies in Brooklyn, New York. We are out here because we need the conditions to ensure that every child, not some children, but that every child gets the opportunity he or she or they deserve. That is why we're out here. That is why we need guidance counselors. That is why we need nurses. That is why we need lower class sizes. That's why we need community schools. All of that is what UTLA is fighting for, and we are standing with them shoulder to shoulder like we did in each and every place that we need to fund our future. Are you with us? Are you with us?
okay?
Hold it close to my mouth and yell. I don't have any problem with that instruction. Let me say good morning to all of you who care about public education, because that is what this fight is all about. The billionaire privatizers want to destroy public schools because they can't control them. And we are here to say that public education is worth fighting for. It's worth fighting for. It's worth fighting for. Why is it worth fighting for? Because it's the last place in America every child is welcome who walks through the door. That is worth fighting for. I am here with you, and I will be with you throughout. I am here with you because I was a teacher in Compton all those years. We were on strike twice. I know how hard it is, but I know that when teachers go on strike, when counselors go on strike, when nurses go on strike, the students are the winners. The students are the winners because we strike for them with great love in our hearts. And I thank all of you for being here. I will be at a school every morning and every afternoon with you. And I will be with you all the way till I get on that Board of Education and we begin to turn this around. Thank you very much.
My name is Lola Babbage. I am a 10th grader here at John Marshall High School. I have been a student of LAUSD for my whole life, and I have been a student of public schools my whole life. And I cannot stress how important this strike is to me. Not only do I stand with my teachers, but I stand with them because they are the people that are molding my future. These teachers are the people that are creating a new path for me. Without these teachers, I would be lost. So when you say that this is a strike, to me, this is so much more than a strike. This is not a strike, this is a fight. This is a fight that we must win. This is a fight for my future and for the future of every student here picketing with us. Thank you.
Okay, close to your mouth and yell, please.
All right.
Yeah. Press the button. Press the button.
My name is Joshua Pestalt. I am the president of the California Federation of Teachers and was a 30-year member of United Teachers Los Angeles, where I taught at manual arts for more than 20 years, and I'm going to manual arts after this event. We in the California Federation of Teachers support this strike and are very encouraged. I think Alex said it best when he talked about this strike being for the heart and soul of public education. There is not a teacher in this country